Good morning, students. So, students, we will continue with the heredity and evolution. And in the previous class, we discussed about dihybrid cross. I hope all of you have understood what is dihybrid cross. So, today we will discuss sex determination, or how a sex of a child is, or how a sex of an unborn child is detected. Okay. Please refer page 9, figure 9.6 given on page 146. Now, as you know that in a humans there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay, 23 pairs of chromosomes means total there are 46 chromosomes, and this 46 chromosomes or 23 chromosomes are present in a diploid cell. Diploid cell means 2n. Okay, means 2n, that is diploid, which is 46, and n is haploid, half the number of chromosomes, and half the number of chromosomes is 23, and double of haploid, that is 2n, that is diploid, means double the chromosomes. Or you can also do like this, at 2 into n, 2 into 23, you will get 46. Understood? So n is the haploid, half the number of chromosomes, and 2n is diploid. Okay, double the haploid dose of chromosomes. Okay, now students, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes out of 23 pairs. Now I have told you these 23 pairs of chromosomes, how they are arranged in a homologous pair. In each pair there is one maternal chromosome and there is one paternal chromosomes. Now 23 pairs of chromosomes are there, but out of 23 pairs, 22 pair of chromosomes, they control the body characters and they are called as autosomes. And one pair of chromosome, okay, it controls the sex, and that is called as a sex chromosome, and they are arranged in homologous pair. So even one, I told you one pair, there is one pair of sex chromosome. So 22 pairs of autosomes are there, in which one chromosome is contributed by mother and another is contributed by father. So if there is one pair of sex chromosome, so there also one chromosome is contributed by mother and one chromosome is contributed by father. Okay. Now in females, one pair of sex chromosome has XX chromosome. Okay. Understood? If there is one pair, homologous pair, 23rd pair, so one is maternal and one is paternal. So here maternal is also X chromosome and paternal is also X chromosome in case of females. And in case of males, this 23rd pair of chromosome, which has one maternal chromosome and one paternal chromosome, it is XY chromosome. Understood? So Y chromosome, that is paternal chromosome, and X chromosome is a maternal chromosome contributed by mother. I hope it is clear. So in case of males, this homologous pair, out of one is paternal, one is maternal, and in females it is XX chromosome. The homologous pair of chromosome, or the 23rd pair of chromosome in case of female, consists of X and X chromosomes. Now in males, Y chromosome is shorter than the X chromosome. Just pay attention, student. This is father, this is mother. So this father will have 46 chromosome, 44 are autosomes and one pair is sex chromosome, or you can say 44, 45, 46. Even same in mother case also. In case of mother also, 44 autosomes plus one pair is sex chromosome, that is X and X, or you can say 44, 45, 46. Now the gametes formed is, in case of father is 22 plus X, 22 plus Y, and in case of mother it is 22 plus X and 22 plus X, or same type of gametes is formed in case of mother. Now how the gametes are formed, that I will explain you. It is very easy. Now I will explain you the formation of gametes in father case. Now suppose this is father, okay, father's diploid cell or the germ cell. So this is 44 autosomes and this is one pair of sex chromosome, okay, or 44, 45, 46. Now before meiosis, they will arrange themselves in the center of the nucleus in 23 pairs. 22 pairs are autosomes, okay, and 1 pair is sex chromosome. So these 23 pairs will be arranged in the center of the nucleus. Now I have not shown all the 23 pairs because that is not possible for me to show here in a limited space, but I have shown only 3-4 pair of chromosome. Now let us say this is one pair of autosome in which one is maternal chromosome, one is paternal. Let us say in between there are second pair of autosome, third pair, 4 pair, 5 pair. Likewise, let us say these are 22 pair of autosomes. Okay, let us say in middle there are 21 pair of autosomes. Okay, now these 22 pair of autosomes and 23rd pair, this is 23rd pair. Okay, this is sex chromosomes. This is a pair of sex chromosome in which this is a homologous pair in which one chromosome is contributed by mother, another one is contributed by father. I hope it is clear to everyone till here. Okay, now what will happen? Now these are the 23 pairs which are arranged in the center of the nucleus. Meiosis 1 will take place. What happens in meiosis 1? In meiosis 1, the chromosomes, they move at opposite ends of the nucleus, and you also know that each chromosome consists of 2 chromatids. Okay, so what will happen? They will move at the opposite poles. Now let us say now this is one pair of chromosome, there are 22 pair of autosomes. So out of 22 pair of chromosomes, 22 will move at autosomes will move at one end. Okay, these 22 will move at one end, plus one X chromosome will move at one end. This is X, and this Y plus remaining 22 autosome will move at the other end of the nucleus. Understood? Now meiosis 1 will take place. After that, in meiosis 2, what will happen? Now these are what? These are 22 chromosomes, and this is one X chromosome. They consist of 22 chromatids. It consists of 2 chromatids, and these are sister chromatids. They are exactly similar. Okay, so there are 46 chromatids. Out of 46 chromatids, 44 chromatids are of autosomes, and 2 chromatids are of sex chromosome. So again one division will take place which will separate the chromatids and will form 2 gametes at one pole, that is upper pole. Okay, see here, and the gametes will be similar, 22 plus X, 22 plus X. Why they will be similar? Because here this X consists of 2 chromatids, and during the division or during meiosis 2, one chromatid will go in one gamete and another chromatid will go in another gamete. And same thing will happen here also. Here also 2 gametes will be formed which will be exactly similar to each other. Now out of these 2 gametes, here out of these 2 gametes formed, we will take one gamete, and out of these 2 gametes formed here, we will take one gamete. So that is what we have done here. This is one gamete, 2 gametes of this type were formed, 2 gametes of this type were formed. So from each case we have taken one gamete in case of father. Same thing will happen in case of mother also. 4 same gametes will be formed, but we will take one gamete. Okay. Now any sperm, there are millions of sperm, but all the millions of sperm will have these 2 type of combinations. Okay. Now these 2 type of combinations means they will have either X or either Y, and they are what? Haploid. Now how many total chromosomes are there? 23. If this is one gamete, this is another gamete, this is one gamete, this is another gamete. So 23, okay, and here also this is one gamete, this is one gamete. So this is 23 and this is 23. Now initially there were 46 chromosomes, and in these gametes, which is sperm, there are 23 chromosomes. So it is haploid. Now these sperms can go and fuse, any sperm can go and fuse with any ova, but the sperms formed will have this combination only. Okay, so now let us see the possibilities. And when the sperm goes and fuses with ova, that is called as fertilization, and here the sperm is also haploid and ova is also haploid. So after fusing, when zygote is formed, and that zygote is diploid. Okay, just see here students, this is the table. I have drawn the table, but you can do without table also. Now this is male, and below plus sign when we put, this is female. So these are the gametes of male, or these are the sperms. Okay, and these are the ova. So here 22 plus x, 22 plus y, 22 plus x, 22 plus x. When this sperm fuses with this ova, then zygote is formed, and that zygote will have 44 autosomes plus x and XX chromosome. When this sperm fuses with this ova, then this zygote is formed, which will have 44 autosomes plus XY chromosome. So when this sperm fuses with this sperm, you will have this combination. This sperm fuses with this sperm, you will have this combination. So the 4 different types of combinations are 44 plus XX, 44 plus XX, 44 plus XY, 44 plus XY. Now here you see this is XX, and this XX chromosome or a pair of chromosome is present in females. So here the child will be a baby girl. This is also XX. So here also the child will be a baby girl. This is XY. The child will be a baby boy. Here also the child will be a baby boy. Now there is 50% possibilities of baby boy and 50% possibilities of baby girl. So this is all about sex determination. We have discussed dihybrid cross, and in next class I will try to discuss some sums on dihybrid cross, and I will start with the last chapter, that is our environment. That chapter is very easy because you have studied it in class 6 also. So if you have any doubt, you can clarify it. Please keep all the PDF files of heredity and evolution safely, because these things are not explained in your NCERT books clearly. Okay. Thank you, students.